Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin is a protein that is essential for the transport of oxygen from the lungs to the tissues and the removal of carbon dioxide from the tissues. Hemoglobin is composed of 4 subunits in pairs 2 alpha and 2 beta chains, each of which contains a heme group binds with iron, which is responsible for binding oxygen. Hemoglobin synthesis. Hemoglobin is synthesized in the erythroid cells of the bone marrow. The synthesis of hemoglobin involves the coordinated expression of several genes and the assembly of the protein subunits into functional tetramers. The synthesis of hemoglobin is regulated by a variety of factors, including erythropoietin, iron availability, and oxygen levels. Structure and function of hemoglobin. The structure of hemoglobin is composed of 4 subunits, each of which contains a heme group. The heme group consists of a porphyrin ring and an iron atom, which is responsible for binding oxygen. The binding of oxygen to the iron atom induces a conformational change in the hemoglobin molecule, which enhances its affinity for oxygen. Hemoglobin has a sigmoidal oxygen dissociation curve, which means that its affinity for oxygen increases as more oxygen molecules bind to the heme groups. This enables hemoglobin to pick up oxygen in the lungs, where the partial pressure of oxygen is high, and release it in the tissues, where the partial pressure of oxygen is low. Hemosynthesis. The synthesis of heme begins in the mitochondria of erythroid cells, where the enzyme elase-2 catalyzes the condensation of glycine and succinyl-CoA to form delta-aminolevulinic acid, ALA. ALA is then transported to the cytoplasm, where it is converted to porphobilinogen, PBG, by the sequential action of several enzymes. PBG is then transported back to the mitochondria, where it is converted to uroporphyrinogen 3, which is the precursor to the heme molecule. Iron. Iron is an essential component of the heme molecule and is required for the synthesis of hemoglobin. Metabolism. Iron metabolism is tightly regulated to maintain a balance between iron absorption, utilization, and storage. Iron is primarily absorbed in the duodenum and transported to the bone marrow for erythropoiesis. Iron absorption is regulated by the hormone hepcidin, which is produced by the liver in response to increased iron levels. Hepcidin binds to the iron export protein ferroportin.
Like, comment, and subscribe the channel.